What's up, boys and girls? Mark Z here, your favorite friendly neighborhood fitness ninja, with another fantastic episode of Real Talk with Real Fit Pros with my main man, Jonathan Loudermilk. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. And, we're now recording. What is this? The 24th of February. We just made it through BlizzCon here in Dallas, Texas. And I'll tell you what, nothing makes you feel more grateful than having the little things stripped away from you, even if it's for just a short amount of time. So I'm feeling great.
Man, the snowdemic, if you're in Texas, you know what we're talking about. So here's something interesting. My wife and I just celebrated our first anniversary on Valentine's Day. And, last year we got married, and then like a month later, the whole world shut down. This year we have an anniversary, and we have this like epic once in a lifetime snowdemic here. So we're getting the fuck out of town next year. So hopefully nothing will happen. Holy crap. If you're listening to this and you don't know, so I'm looking out my window right now. I think it's like mid 70s, bright and sunny. It was 1 degree last week. 1. I've never seen it that low in my life in Texas.
Yeah.
Deplorable and chicanerous.
It was crazy, man. We survived the pandemic, the riots, the shutdowns, COVID, all that stuff. You send some snow, we got our asses kicked.
Rolling blackouts and busted water pipes, and I didn't have water in my gym until this morning from last week.
This is crazy, man. Yeah. Crazy. But so we're rocking and rolling. And then before we get into the episode today, I got another story for you. So gather around the campfire. And by the way, I've got tons of these. Like, I'm just getting warmed up. Now, I do have to break the streak. If you caught the other ones, I did have a streak of, about 4 or 5 dick story jokes. I lost count. This one has nothing to do with dicks, but it's a pretty good story. So I want you to travel back in time with me and imagine a younger Jonathan, a little bit tanner, a little bit more hair. It was my first fitness manager job. And by the way, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just good at selling stuff. Anyway, I roll in one morning and I'm sitting there doing my numbers, sitting at the computer, filling out spreadsheet, appointments, sales, re-signs, all that fun stuff. And the office is tucked away behind the sales pit. And sales pit, if you're not familiar with that, is the area where we welcome our new members, but basically it's where we sell them stuff on gym memberships and training and all the above. Anyway, I'm tucked away in this little corner, and I look out to the door to my left, and I can kind of see like where people walk past the front desk, and then they go to the gym. And this was a mall gym, by the way, which was massive. Like, had a top floor, bottom floor, had a big rock wall in the center. Like, it was super cool, but it was in one of the rundown, economically depressed malls. Let's just say that, right? Anyway, I'm typing away. And I look to the left and I see a guy briskly walking by in like straight up like regular clothes, like jeans. He had like flannel shirt on, and he's just walking by real fast. Like, so it kind of caught my attention. Like, all right, that was weird. I go back, type in some numbers. About 5 minutes goes by. 2 more guys walk by, and one of them has a big like chain with like with his badge on it. So I'm like, these are cops. So now they've got my attention. So I go out there and I look around and I see all of our staff kind of gather together. I'm like, what the hell's going on? They're like, one of our members is about to get arrested. I was like, what? So we go down there. I peek around the stairs because I'm like, okay, there's some drama going on. I got to see what's going on, right? So we go down. I look around the stairs and they've got this guy cornered by the hamstring curl machine. He's just curling away, right? Just doing his thing. And about 9 cops are down there, hands by their sides, ready to draw their arms if they needed to with the hand up, like, calm down, sir. And he's like, this guy's just trying to get his leg workout in. You know what I'm saying? They got 9 cops moving in, and they eventually like get him on the ground, they cuff him, they bring him out. And, the main officer, detective, whatever, comes up and I'm like, what the hell's going on? He's like, yeah, we had to take care of that guy, because he stabbed and killed a guy yesterday. And I was like, what? I was like, not Tyron. Tyron's awesome. And this guy, just so you know, one of the nicest guys I've ever met, always there in the morning, racks his weights, super polite and friendly. I was like, he's a cool dude, right? But I found out he was in a gang. I can't remember if it was the Bloods or the Crips. It was one of those. But apparently he murdered someone, stabbed him to death the day before. Anyway, they're asking us questions about him. And I'm like, super nice guy. Rex his weights. I'm a fitness manager. That's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? And, so we didn't say anything. Well, about an hour later, this guy comes in. And this guy was like the gang leader. And he's kind of just checking out like everything. And he's talking to us. And, he's asking us questions like, what happened? And we're telling him. And he looks at me and he goes, you say anything? I was like, hell no, I didn't say shit.
I didn't say shit. I didn't say a damn thing.
Snitches get stitches. I know how that goes. I didn't say nothing. And, he's like, bet, and he ends up leaving. They go into the mall. And just so you know, when you go to the mall, you go right. If you go down, there's like the food court, right? And one of the places we always went was like Chick-fil-A because, chicken and fitness go side by side. So like, lunchtime goes by, I go out there to like go get some food. And dude, I shit you not, I saw that gang leader with about 10 or 15 of his boys, lieutenants, whatever the ranking system is, sitting at the food court having a fucking team meeting at Chick-fil-A, going over what happened. And I'm just walking by like, this is like the mafia version, but with the Crips going to Chick-fil-A instead of like the Mamma Mia Italian restaurant. It was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I just couldn't believe it, man. And the lesson I pulled from that is, dude, you never know about people. You never do. Dude, the nicest guy in the world, thought he was super cool. He's out there fucking murdering people.
That's crazy. Well, at least they were having a meeting with the Lord's chicken.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, they're just having a team meeting at Chick-fil-A, going over what happened, and making sure no one's snitching and probably figuring out how to get the boy out. I don't know. All I told him was, I didn't say shit. These lips are sealed.
You're like, homie, just working on his hammies.
Dude, he's just doing hamstring curls. I'll never forget. He got all startled when he looked up and like was trying to look for a way out. I'm like, dude, you want to get out, dude. It was in the corner, 9 of them had their hands on their guns. Like, it was like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, good old Knoxville, Tennessee, man. It was the first gym I was a manager at. That was my first experience. And I've got tons of other stories. I'll share another episode. I was like, man, I got to share that one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. That is a good one. That's worthy of breaking the Dick story streak.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. So I love it. Oh, man. So today, our topic, so we're going to talk a little bit about when you invest in yourself and you're looking for solutions to grow your business, how to really get the most out of it. And, for those of you not aware, Jon and I run a coaching group called the Fit Pro Collective, and we help other coaches grow their business, scale their business, figure out what their niche is, figure out their marketing strategy, all those things. And, I'm going to share some experience of my own over the years where, I really struggled with growing my business. Like year after year, it was just the same thing. And I kept saying, oh, I want to grow and I want to make this money and I want to have this many clients and blah, blah, blah. But it was like I was on Groundhog Day, but it was the year. Just over and over, the same shit every year. I was just a couple of clients away from breaking through, but like a couple of clients away from, what am I going to do? I need to go find another profession. And, Jon and I talk a lot about ownership. And at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to is owning your piece of the puzzle. Because, we're really good at what we do. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, like you still have to be able to show up and do the work. And I think, I've just seen so many coaches over the years looking for, the golden ticket per se, and go into this program and, those guys didn't know what they're talking about. And then they go over here and, they didn't do what they said they were going to do. And they go over here and, those guys don't know what they're talking about either. But after a while, there's a common denominator, and that common denominator is looking at you in the mirror. So, we want to talk a little bit about how to really get the most out of investing in yourself and how to foster it for the growth that you're actually looking for, and quit blaming other people.
Yeah. And, my experience, I have spent, and it's crazy because you don't really think about it till like you think about it. I've spent $50,000 on mentors and programs.
Yeah.
50,000. And I didn't really, it wasn't all at once, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit over there. And when I first started, when I was looking for these mentors, I was in a desperate place. I'm like, I have this problem, right? And I need someone to solve it, right? And at the time, I thought the problem was the thing or stuff, right? I need this, I need that. Prime example, I spent $3,000 on a fucking doodle video thinking I was going to solve my problem. Which, by the way, I'm reminded of that because I saw an ad for that and I was like, fucking doodle videos. Anyway, so I went through that and I bounced from mentor to mentor, program to program, and I still had the same problem. And what I've realized as I've matured as a business owner and really just grown as a human being is if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And looking into that, it's up to us to really figure out, okay, how do I get the most out of this relationship? Because the truth is, when you get a coach, the chances of them being like the Mr. Miyagi that's going to know intuitively like what you need to hear at the exact time in the right place and all those things is going to be very slim. And the ones that do that are Tony fucking Robbins, and it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yep.
It's most likely not who you're going to work with, but that doesn't mean that that person can't help you. You need to get really clear on your intention and making sure that you're going to hedge your bets. Because anytime I invest now, I know I'm going to win, even if they don't do a fraction of what they say they can do. Because I've already thought about the 2 or 3 different ways I'm going to use this to leverage it into an ROI of some shape or form. And it's also understanding that it's not just about the thing they do, it's the relationship, and you don't know who they know. You don't know what doors they could open up for you. And if you're burning bridges, blaming programs and not taking ownership, like Mark said, then you're going to miss out on the gold pile that could be just on the other side of that relationship if you just switched your mindset about what you're really intending to get out of that in the first place.
Yeah, and I think you nailed it with the intention piece, because so often we invest in these programs and we think we're going to solve all these problems, right? Like every single facet of everything you do, and that's just not realistic. Most of us are really only needing to solve 1 or 2 things at any given time.
Yeah.
And that's it. And so if we get crystal clear on what we actually want and the objective that we're trying to solve, then it makes it really easy to utilize the coach or the program or whatever it is that you're investing in and go, hey, here's my number 1 pressing issue, and this is what I want to solve. And if you're clear on that in the very beginning, and that's hard sometimes because sometimes we don't know. Sometimes those things get revealed, during the process of coaching and going through a program. But as soon as you have that realization of, oh, this is what I'm actually trying to solve, like we find a lot of people who don't have a lead problem, they have a sales problem. So if they really sit and look at, how many leads come in, and this applies to every business, not just the fitness realm, but they look and see, oh, like I've really gotten a lot of inquiries over the last 3 months. How come I'm not closing these sales? Okay, well, now again, you don't have a lead problem. You thought you had a lead problem. Now you have a sales problem. And if that's the case, then you go to your coach or your program and you go, okay, I need help with sales.
Right.
And push all that other stuff away, get crystal clear on solving that one problem, figure out your process, and then you move forward. And I think a lot of times we're so confused about what the actual problem really is.
Yeah, and to your point, like you have that coach, whoever that is that's helping you, that allows you to be able to ask them the specific questions that they're going to be able to give you that specific feedback on. Think about it. If you have a fitness client, you're like, what do you want to accomplish? You're like, I don't know. How fucking hard is it for you to do your job now?
I want to be in shape.
Log your food, come in 3 times a week, get your, like, where do we start, right? So you got to give them something to work with. And when you go in with that, you're going to find that you get a way better result because you're clear on what you're looking for and you're very intentional what you're looking to get. And it allows you to really pull that value out, go take action on it. And now you've got that person as a resource that you can utilize to the highest of their capabilities.
It's like I remember, years and years ago when I started going to like seminars and stuff like that, and I didn't know anything about anything at the time, you take all these notes, you're writing all this stuff down, and then you go back later and you look at all your notes, like, I don't know what any of this means. And you just you missed everything because you tried to consume everything. Instead of what I found out later on in life, anytime I go to, like a paid seminar or 1 day or 2 day thing, all I'm looking for is just 1 or 2 nuggets. And that's it. If you can just pull 1 or 2 things out of whatever you're being taught and go implement that, then it's well worth it. And I know, our mentor, Ryan Stewman, I remember him talking about something that he went to that, it costs a lot of money. It was like a couple of days, I don't know, 10 grand, 20 grand, something like that. He took one thing that he learned from there, implemented it, and made like $500,000 from it or something. So that's, but it comes back to that clarity piece of understanding what you're actually looking to solve and what help you need, and not this big giant generalization. And I think the client example is great because, we if we're doing our job as fitness professionals, we get pretty specific with, okay, what are you looking to accomplish? Are you wanting to lose weight? Are you wanting to build muscle? Are we getting you ready for a Tough Mudder, a marathon? Are we trying to get you off a heart medication? Like, really dig down into it instead of just, I don't know, I just want to be in shape, get a good workout.
Yeah, it's just, and a good coach is going to help you with that, but you have to be willing to lean in that 10%. Like, be willing to be vulnerable of like, here's where I'm at and here's what I really want. And you're going to find that, most coaches are going to show up to help you in that level, but you have to be willing to be vulnerable and open out with that stuff. And is it uncomfortable? Yeah. But what I've learned over time is I've let go of the need to be right and focused on the desire to win. I'll say whatever I need to say. Like, I think about running gyms. I had a client one time didn't tell me they had a pacemaker till after like 45 days of working with them. I had him doing battle ropes, Mark. He's like, oh, and you got all windy. I was like, you cool, dude? He's like, I have a pacemaker. I was like, the fuck, dude? Like, why didn't you tell me that when we first met? Like, that changes everything. And it's because they didn't want to be vulnerable and open about that for whatever reason, but I could have hurt them.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what that taught me is I'm thorough as shit when I ask questions now.
Short circuit and down he goes.
Yeah, and that was young Jonathan going through that. But if you can go ahead and be proactive with whoever you want to invest in, it's only going to speed up the time that you get results because you're giving the coach what they need to actually help you.
And I think something else to understand too is there's something in our brain that gets satisfied with the purchase. And, this is what all those like 90s fitness infomercials were predicated on, right? So you're sitting there, it's 12:30 at night, you're picking out your belly button lint, eating Cheetos on the couch, right? And on comes, Deal a Meal with Richard Simmons. And you're like, I need to get my fat ass in shape, right? So then you buy the thing and then you forget about it. So something in your head went, we need to take action. And you bought the thing, and this is before Amazon Prime, so it didn't show up tomorrow. It showed up 2 weeks from now. Well, by the time the thing showed up, you already satisfied that thing in your head that said, hey, take action. And then it shows up, you're not motivated anymore because now it's the middle of the day, the sun's shining, you're having a pretty good day, you got some coffee in you, you're like, I'm good, I don't need that. And you don't do anything with it. And I think that's what happens too we see it in our network of people that invest in a program that, John, that you and I are involved in. They put all this money down at any level and they think, okay, cool, now my business is going to grow. And nothing happens because they don't do anything. But they satisfied that thing in their head that said, take action. And then what do we see? We see somebody post something in a group that says, man, I've been a part of this network for like 18 months, but I know I really haven't done anything yet. And I haven't seen any results, but I'm going to start taking action. But it took all that time for them to realize that there's no magic pill of signing up for something and throwing the money on the table that's going to solve anything for you.
Yeah, that's just your ticket to the game. It gives you a seat in the stadium. Congratulations. Yep. Now you get to do the work,
Congrats.
Yeah, so it's just a mindset shift with it. And if you're thinking about working with someone, I highly encourage you to adopt this mindset because it's how you hedge your bets And I promise you, if you go in with this mindset, you will make sure that you get an ROI on anything you invest in when you look at it this way and you process this in that type of way.
Yeah. Yeah. And going in that manner, like you said, you will win. You will find a way to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, we're wired to win, like in everything. Like we're biologically designed to look for wins. But if we don't have the right mindset with it, we're not giving ourselves a real honest shot of thinking about winning by giving ourselves these outs by like, oh, I paid this person and oh, they didn't do this. I'm going to blame them because it's easier to do that. Just own it. Own the part, whatever you do, and go, what can I do to get the most out of this? And because at the end of the day, like you don't want to work with someone so that you can blame them for not being where you want to be. You're working with them because you want to win. Go in there with the mindset, I'm going to hedge my bets and here's what my intention is, and here's what I want to specifically accomplish within this. And, and the cool part about business, which is why I love it so much, it's just numbers. You pay X, I need to make X. Well, how many sales is that? Is that 1? Is that 2? Is that 3? And then go make those damn sales and go, cool, program's paid for.
And honestly, for most fitness professionals, John and I are very aware of our industry and what other fitness business coaches charge and all those things. And for most fit pros, you don't need a whole lot of sales to justify having a coach, investing in a program. Like, you should be charging enough money that, maybe 2 or 3 clients completely pays for things. And then everything else is truly just profit on top of your investment. And remember this, when we talk about this, it's an investment. It's not an expense. And I think that's another just, it may be semantics to some people, but when you view something as an investment, that I'm putting my money into this because I expect to get a return on it, it's different than I'm spending my money on this and it goes away. Like I spend my money on a cheeseburger and I eat it and it's done.
Well, it's like gambling, man. Like you don't ever gamble with your rent money.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen people do that and they're like, dude, I'm stressing out. I'm like, I bet you are. You just spent all your money and you lost it, you dumbass. Like when you gamble at stuff. If I lose it, I lose it. If I win, I win. That's the position you need to be in. If you're into, man, I can't pay my rent, you probably need to go hustle a little bit, do what you got to do, get another job, whatever you got to do to make happen to build up that income to go, cool. If I lose this, it's okay. But ideally, I want to be smart. I'm going to hedge my bets with this mindset.
I mean, OnlyFans exists now, so pretty much anybody can make money.
I already started an account. I hadn't told anyone yet, but I guess now's a good time. I have an OnlyFans page now. It's fantastic.
I can see you having an air fryer OnlyFans page where you just pull stuff out of the air fryer. That's your videos, and people with food fetishes just pay you $10.
Yeah, you have to guess what's in it. Pull it out.
All right, new business model coming soon, y'all. So look forward to John's magic air fryer guide.
Absolutely, air fryer tips, coaching, all of it. I can tell you exactly how long to put the food in by looking at it. It's a weird power I have. I know, not very functional, but when there's a need, there's a way to make money off of it. So stay tuned.
So good. Anyway, I hope you guys got some value out of this. That's amazing. Again, all of this is really to help you guys, and especially you fitness professionals. There's so many good coaches out there who really just need to get clear on what they want and get clear on the business side of things to really flourish. And again, I've been there. I was that struggling trainer for years, just on the cusp of feeling like I was finally making it. And, many years later, I am, and I have a great business and I still love it. I still love showing up to the gym. I still love coaching people. And I know a lot of you guys are the same way. So if there's anything we can do to help you guys, please let us know. Go back, listen to some of these other episodes we've had. I don't know. This is probably like a good 10 or something now. I don't know how many episodes we've done, but these are going to keep coming every week. So stay tuned and go subscribe, leave that review. If you got a funny story to share too, by the way, hit us up. We'll share your story on the air and give you a shout out. So
absolutely, I'm gonna run out eventually, so we're gonna need that.
So next time, John, hit him with the tagline, baby.
Go get what you're worth, baby. Yeah. Yeah, damn good show.